welcome back to the channel. Now, one thing I didn't expect when I was starting this channel was to have met so many wonderful people online and build up a kind of relationship with them, which has been fantastic. But it's kind of got to the next step where a gentleman I've been talking to in America for quite a few months now has sent me a few things to play with, and that's unbelievably generous, the kind of lengths he went to get these to me. So what we have here is, first of all, this is a scraper, but normal scrapers go into the bowl parallel to the workpiece. This is on its side, so it acts as like a shear scraper. So that is amazing, and we need to make a handle for that. It's sent a part-turned American walnut bowl, which needs finishing off. It's fairly thin already, so I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to do to this, but we're going to think of something interesting. And then finally, it's also sent me another walnut spindle blank, and this is what I'm going to do something with today. Now, size-wise, it's 6 inches by 2.5, or in centimeters, just over 15 centimeters by 65. And I was thinking to make an emerging goblet out of it. An emerging goblet is, or an emerging piece is something which looks like it isn't finished yet. So the bottom piece of the wood is raw, and then it kind of emerges into a finished piece at the top. So that's what I want to do with this. I've been wondering about the best way to mount it. So I think the way I'm going to mount it is with a worm screw in the base, so we've always got a good firm hold of it, and then start working from the top down. So we'll get this mounted now. X marks. Don't start already. Right, X marks the spot. Okay, David, if I mess this up, I apologise. It's all down to me. I've never turned American walnut before, so I'm really quite interested to see what it turns like. I know it's held in great regard on the other side of the pond. They kind of call it the king of woods. So I'm quite excited about this. I am going to use the tailstock to start off with. Now, normally with a piece like this, I would just turn it round and then start. But as we want an emerging goblet, we can't turn past a certain point. We want this left raw. Now, this had the roughest texture on this side, which I really like. I think that'll be a nice part of this emerging feel to it. So if we... 45 mil. Okay, 2 inches. So we'll leave off kind of like 2 inches on the base, but we're not going to touch. Oh, it lines up. Excellent. And then make the goblet above. So possibly have that much at the top for the goblet. So we'll turn this top bit round and a bit further down and see the best way to go from there. Before I start anything though, I'm just going to sharpen it. I don't do a lot of spindle turning, so I apologise if some of my techniques are a little bit rough and ready, but I promise you we will get there in the end. Right, that's a nice little delicate shape. This needs to be thinner, but I want to do some decoration on the stem. So I think what I'm going to do now is hollow out the top. I've still got some stability here, and then we can continue with this bit. Right, while I've got some stability still here, I'm just going to sand the inside. Right, the tennis ball is just to hold this nice and still while I'm turning. I've promised my dog that I'll give it to him back afterwards, and if I break it, I'll buy him another one. He seemed okay with that. Next steps now, just finish off this outside curve, and then start taking this down and in from here and creating us a nice stem. We may, on the emerging side, just start off with the lookings of a foot, but we shall see how it goes. Yeah, that's it. It kind of fades into the base, what I wanted. I've got a nice clear stem and a bit of detail on here. I think this just needs to be refined a little bit. I'll just get the scrape of that. Nice. Right, I'm going to do some sanding on the main part of the body. The transition between the neck and the end, I'll do the sanding after I finish this lot, because I don't want to put as little pressure onto this as I have to. The turning marks downwards, I'm going to leave them there because that kind of gives an indication that it's unfinished, it's emerging. just going to give it a good old clean now with a bit of isopropyl alcohol, just to get any of the dust left out of the cracks. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I want to put some grit, some Yorkshire grit on this, just to give it a finer polish on the surface. But before I do that, I'm just going to put some sealer. This is where we hopefully will really see the walnut pop. And it really is a beautiful wood. Thank you so much, Dave, for sending this through. I'm not going to put any main finish on this base, but I think I will put a bit of sealer on it just to protect the wood. And just darken it so it matches the rest of the piece. Let's give that a couple of seconds to sit, and then we'll get some Yorkshire grit on it. Okay, it's been sat in there a while. Got Yorkshire grit. Now, to use this stuff efficiently or effectively, you start off the lathe slowly and then build up the speed, and that makes the particles grind down, so you get a finer and finer polish. And there we go. Now, after every time you put Yorkshire grit on, it's very, very important to clean the surface, because you want to get rid of any residue on there. So I'm just again using isopropyl alcohol just to clean that off. I'll give that a couple of seconds just to dry off. I'm going to finish off with a Hampshire sheen, which has carabonuba wax and microcrystalline wax, so it'll give it a really, really nice high shine and do this wood justice. This is applied in the same way as the Yorkshire grit, so we're going to start off with the lathe turning slowly and then increase the speed as we go along. And you'll see the shine build. Let's take this off and get a closer look. Right, there we have it. The beautiful American walnut emerging goblet. Now, it's the first time I've turned American walnut, and it really hasn't let me down. It is absolutely stunning. The grain in this piece is just beautiful. The chatoyance in the wood, it's everything I hoped it would be. And it wouldn't have been possible without David and his unbelievable generosity. So thank you very much indeed. Now, I don't ever want to profit from people's generosity, so I'm intending to give this to a charity. So if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below. But apart from that, thank you very much indeed for watching. I'll see you next time. And thank you, David. Really, honestly, thank you.